Hey, how's it going? This is Darren Flower for Rock It Up, and I'm here to talk about this really cool ear training exercise that I developed as a young boy. It can seem pretty complicated, but I'm going to do my best to make sure that it doesn't come across as complicated. So the idea is that I want to be able to teach you guys to identify notes correctly. So what I'm going to do right now is talk a little bit about my history in music. So first of all, I've been playing piano since I was 5, and I started playing guitar when I was about 12 years old. When I was about 12 years old, I was a little delinquent. And from the age of 12 to 14, I was grounded a lot. A lot. Like for 2 years, I don't think I really got a chance to see much sunlight because I was grounded a lot. Neighborhood kids would come over to try to play baseball or try to play hide and go seek or some ridiculous game, and I just couldn't go out because I was grounded. So I didn't have much to do except for play a lot of guitar, and it's cool because I got a chance to learn how to write songs. But one of the things I stumbled upon was, unwittingly, I kind of made my own ear training exercise, which has been pretty effective for me, and probably the best gift I've ever given to myself was this ear training exercise. I like to think that I have a really good ear, and this is the reason why. So what I want to do is I want to demonstrate right now, and I'm going to need assistance from my videographer, John Santiago. Without him, I wouldn't be able to produce these really cool videos. So I'm going to get John to come over here right now. John, come on in, okay? Get a little camera time. Say hi to everybody right now, okay?
Hey everybody.
Now, what I'm going to do now is I'm going to blindfold myself, okay? And I'm going to turn around just so you guys know that I'm not going to be cheating. I'm not going to be looking at this keyboard or anything. What I'm going to do is I'm going to have John play 5 notes and I'm going to identify them, okay? So watch this. Right now I see black, okay? So there's no smoke, there's no mirrors going on over here, okay? I am blindfolding myself, and just to make you guys feel more comfortable about this, I'm now going to turn myself around like this. Okay, so I can't even look at the keyboard. I don't know what I'm looking at. I don't know how many fingers I'm holding up. Well, I do because my hand can tell me that, but my eyes don't know. Okay, I see nothing. So John, if you don't mind, can you play one note at a time and let me identify it correctly, please? That is a C note. That's an A. That's a G sharp. That is another G sharp, just an octave lower. That is an F note. Okay, I think I proved my point here. So, that did take a little bit of work. Maybe a little bit more than a little bit of work. See, what I did is that I spent 15 minutes a day for about 6 months before I really got it. So, what I did was I instinctively felt that I needed to draw up a chart. Now, because I'm more of a guitar player than a keyboard player, especially at that time, I drew up a chart, and I started with the left-hand side drawing up all the pitches. So I started with E, and I drew up all the way to D sharp over here. So on the left-hand side would be the pitches, and on the right-hand side I'd leave enough room so I could, put songs in each key in the boxes. So for example, for the key of G, I would try to find songs that are in the key of G, so I could chart down on my chart and have them as references. And the idea is that when you hear a certain note like G, then you'll be able to trigger off the songs that you had written down on the chart. So for example, the key of G, the songs that help me think about the note G is Smoke on the Water. Or Frankenstein by Edgar Winter Group. And if you don't know who they are, check them out because they're awesome. Check this out. The idea is to have references for every single pitch, from E all the way down to D sharp. You need to try to find 3 or 4 songs based in each pitch and write them down on this chart that I'm going to put up, John's going to put up with the magic of post-production. Okay, so you actually do need to put in the work. Now, what I would suggest you do, well, this is what I did. I would listen to songs that I really like, whether it be Alice in Chains, whether it be Johnny Winter, whether it be Smashing Pumpkins, it doesn't really matter. Songs that you like, I would suggest take a guitar, if you have one, or ukulele, or maybe sit there with the piano, listen to the song, and try to find where the pitch is on whatever instrument. So for example, if I'm trying to find, a G note on my instrument, I'd have to manually go through. No, that's not it. No. Oh, that kind of sounds like that Frankenstein song. And I just found the root note for that song. So then what I would do is that I would write it down onto my piece of paper, and I would try to find 3 or 4 more songs in that same key. And then I'd move on to other keys. G sharp, A sharp, B, C. You kind of get the idea, I hope. So the idea is to have the whole chart filled, each pitch from E to D sharp, filled with 3 or 4 songs, and then you need to test yourself. So every single day when you hear a note, whether it be the honk of your car horn, or perhaps you can get a friend to kind of just play a note here and there on a guitar or a keyboard and test you. If you're able to do that and put in maybe 10-15 minutes of work a day, I'm sure that that'll develop your ear. And if you're lucky, you'll be able to do what I just did and identify notes correctly. And I think that you can. I don't think I was born with perfect pitch. I think I made a decision to develop my ear. And I think that you have the ability and the power to do this yourself. Maybe with a couple helpful hints from me and the good people at Rock It Up. Okay, so that concludes this video. This is Darren Flower signing off and wishing you best of luck.